At the turn of the century, makeup wasn't considered by society something that a lady should use. It was in fact the trademark of actresses, prostitutes, and other women with low morality. In her book, The Art of Beauty, Lola Montez wrote, "Let every woman at once understand that paint can do nothing for the mouth. There is no man who does not shrink back in disgust from the idea of kissing a pair of painted lips." Despite the declared aversion for makeup, the aesthetic standards were quite high. A lady should have an innate grace, natural beauty, flawless white skin, rose cheeks and lips, and long dark hair. The gypsum girl has all these characteristics, but she wasn't a real person. She was an invention of the designer Charles Dana Gibson to represent the modern woman, beautiful and independent. How could then a real woman reach those high beauty ideals? Luckily, there were books with advice, recipes, and exercises to always look the best. And of course, these books had a lot to say about the face care. A lady of beauty has to wash her face every day with warm water, not only to remove the dust, but to open the pores, getting them ready to absorb the unguent. Then, a face massage has to be done to smooth away wrinkles and rub up muscles and chords that drop down with age. First of all, a lady must rest for 15 minutes in the dark with a warm and wet cloth over the eyes. That is to reduce the puffiness under the eyes that is most disfiguring. Then the fingers are dipped into cream, and the massage work may begin from the cheeks, that are to be treated with rotatory movements moving the hands from the cheeks to the temples. The preparation of the cream for this massage consists in mixing together almond oil, wax, elderflower water, lanolin, and whale oil. To treat the wrinkles around the eyes, the massage has to start from the temple, then continue in rotatory motions all over the cheeks bones. To prevent or reduce double chin, both hands must be used at the same time. The massage has to begin at the point of the chin and continuing rubbing up hard toward the ears. This is in order to avoid the flesh to gather beneath the chin point. After the massage, the cream has to be removed with warm water. To have beautiful skin, lemons should always be placed on the dressing table, for this fruit is an excellent bleach. That's why lemon juice has both to be drunk and to be applied on the skin. Even though makeup was considered to be immoral, women sometimes use it. They prepared at home their own cosmetics, or bought them from trusted sellers who guaranteed maximum discretion. The powder is the first thing to be applied on the face. Talcum is one of the most safe cosmetics that can be used. Many face powders, however, were made with lead, and that makes them dangerous. After the powder, the rouge is to be applied on the cheeks with light and soft touches and blend until it is imperceptible. In the same way, the rouge has to be applied on the lips. The most used rouge at that time were in cream and contains carmine, a bright red pigment obtained by an inkset. After the rouge, a second layer of powder has to be applied. A popular alternative to loose powder were the papier poudré, small sheets of powdered paper which could be easily carried in a handbag and used discreetly even when not at home. Papier poudré are still on sale, and to use them you just need to gently rub them on your face in rotatory movements. Eyebrows can be darkened using charcoal sticks, like the ones used for drawings. Charcoal dust mixed with Vaseline can be brushed on eyelashes to make them darker. As alternative to charcoal, burnt cork can be used. Makeup can help ladies that don't have a perfect complexion, but it has to be applied lightly, so that nobody could detect it on your face. The ends look is most important in lady appearance. Nails must be kept clean every time. Use a file to give them an almond or round shape, and rub them with Vaseline or oil, so they'll be clear and rosy. Hair were a very important element in the beauty ideal of the beginning of the 20th century. They had to be long. That's why many women never cut them. Hair must be washed often, but no more than once every 3 weeks. Every night, the hair must be brushed with at least 20 strokes. Then they must be combed in braids to ventilate the scalp. Singeing is one of the best ways of treating impoverished hair. So, when the ends are dry and split, they should be subjected by burning by an expert. A strand of hair is taken and twisted tightly. Then a flame is quickly run over it, so that the tiny ends sticking out are burned. This hair care should not be done often than once every 2 months. Even though long hair were a beauty feature, loose hair was not something to be shown in public, where elaborate and voluminous hairstyles were performed. One of the most popular was called cottage loaf, because it looked like a characteristic type of bread. Before setting the hair, a quince seed preparation has to be applied to help the hairstyle stay in place. To achieve the right volume, women often use rods, made by the hair that goes stuck in the brush during the daily care. It wasn't easy to take good care of yourself in this era. With few, mostly homemade products, a girl has to achieve a pleasant, almost angelic look, which must have interiorly seemed like a gift of nature. But the Edwardian women could create an iconic look that is a symbol of grace and elegance even now. In the 10th of the 20th century, the aesthetic taste and the tolerance toward makeup slowly began to change. In 1912, cosmetic tycoon Elizabeth Arden took part in the suffragette march in New York City and provided the protesters with red lipsticks to wear as a symbol of power, courage, and revolution. Moreover, even though the majority of women still didn't use makeup, some very fashionable ladies like the actress Teda Bara started to use cosmetics to achieve an exotic look. On the eyes, a dark eyeshadow is applied and blended with fingers in a pretty inaccurate way. Lips are colored in dark red. Pot rouge is still very popular, but lipsticks wrapped in paper are beginning to be used, at least until 1915, when Maurice Levy invented the lipstick in cylindrical containers. Hairstyles changed as well. Trendier and daring women started to cut their hair imitating male cuts. Girls that still didn't feel taking this step styled their hair to make them look shorter. They cut their hair short only in the front, so just the strands around the face, or just pin them up. The rest of the hair is gathered on the nape with chignon and knots. Exotic color scarves become popular hairbands that, together with tiaras and ribbons, make even more difficult to understand if a girl has cut or only styled her hair shorter. Even if cosmetic products are basically the same of the previous decade, the look is completely different and anticipates the 20th trends.